You think you're the product of natural evolution? Don't be naive. What if I told you that this body structure of yours is actually a piece of experimental code forcibly implanted on Earth by an advanced civilization 500 million years ago? Would you dare believe it? In Earth's 4.6 billion year history, there's a full 20 million year stretch hidden away by God. In that instant, it was as if someone pressed a decompress button on Earth. Spines, eyes, brains, these sophisticated organs were suddenly bestowed upon primitive soft-bodied creatures. They showed no transitional forms of evolution, more like biochemical weapons airdropped overnight. This is biology's greatest unsolved mystery, the Cambrian explosion. So the question is the one who pressed start still watching us now? Let's start from before the Cambrian. It was an era soothing to OCD sufferers, but despairing for biologists. The Ediacaran period. Back then, Earth's oceans were as still as stagnant ponds. All organisms looked like flat meat patties on the seabed, or plastic bags floating in water. They had no heads, no feet, no eyes, not even mouths or anuses. They just lay limply on the ocean floor, surviving by absorbing microorganisms from the water. No killing, no competition, no predator-prey relationships. Everyone was a passive organism. But one day, or 1 second, 540 million years ago, Earth's server seemed to glitch. Then a bizarre system update began. Those soft meat patties vanished instantly, replaced by a host of fully armed alien forms. First to appear was the Cambrian's apex predator, and Earth's first true overlord, Anomalocaris. Don't be fooled by its name. It has nothing to do with the shrimp we eat. In that kindergarten era, where most creatures were only a few centimeters long, Anomalocaris grew up to 2 meters. That's like driving a tank into a nursery. It had 2 huge compound eyes with vision sharper than modern dragonflies, a circular mouth like a pineapple slice, filled with sharp teeth, capable of crushing any prey's hard shell, and most exaggerated of all, 2 giant grasping appendages on its head that looked like moving chainsaws. Its existence defied all evolutionary logic of its time. Before it, Earth didn't even have a proper jaw, yet it suddenly possessed such an advanced predatory system. It was like a time traveler, armed with high-tech gear slaughtering its way through Earth's starter zone. But that wasn't the weirdest part. In the Cambrian seas, it was as if the creator got drunk and started sculpting clay figures at whim. Take Opobania, for example. When scientists first saw its fossil reconstruction, they burst out laughing in the lab, because this thing looked too ridiculous, like a prank pieced together. It had 5 eyes, with a fan-shaped radar on its head, for 360-degree scanning. Even weirder, its mouth was under its face, but it extended a long tube with a claw at the tip. When eating, it looked like using a vacuum cleaner hose to grab prey and stuff it back into its mouth. Seriously, what evolutionary principle justifies a 5-eyed vacuum cleaner-like design? Then there's the even stranger Hallucigenia. That name isn't made up. Scientists really named it Hallucigenia, meaning hallucination-like worm. It looked like a walking spiked club, with 7 pairs of long spines on its back, and 7 pairs of tentacles underneath. The funniest part, for decades, scientists thought it walked on its spines, until advanced microscopy revealed they'd mistaken its head for its tail, and its top for its bottom. It actually walked on tentacles, using the spines for defense. That's Cambrian life for you, freakish and rule-defying. But what truly terrified Darwin wasn't how bizarre these creatures looked, it was how suddenly they appeared. According to evolutionary theory, biological evolution should be slow and gradual. Evolving eyes from a single cell should take hundreds of millions of years of mutation and selection. Evolving an exoskeleton from a soft-bodied creature should require eons of trial and error. But in the Cambrian, everything seemed fast-forwarded 32 pies. A mere 20 million years, a blink in Earth's 4.6 billion year history, was all it took for most major modern animal phyla to emerge. Chordates, arthropods, mollusks, onychophorans. Whether it's the dinosaurs that later ruled Earth, or you scrolling on your phone today, our body blueprints were all finalized in that instant. When Darwin wrote On the Origin of Species, he devoted an entire chapter to this dilemma. He said, asterisk, if my theory is correct, then before the Cambrian, Earth should have been teeming with ancestors of these animals. But we can't find them. This is indeed the greatest difficulty my theory currently faces. This is the famous Darwin's dilemma. It's like archaeology. You dig up Stone Age axes, Bronze Age swords, that makes sense. But suddenly, in a Stone Age layer, you unearth a fully formed Ferrari sports car, with no precursors, no traces of wheel invention nearby, no signs of engine development. It just appeared, complete and sudden. Wouldn't you suspect aliens dropped it there? To explain this mystery, scientists have scratched their heads bald. The three most compelling scientific explanations are each more chilling than the last. First explanation: oxygen-induced nuclear evolution. Before the Cambrian, Earth's atmospheric oxygen levels were extremely low, but around 540 million years ago, possibly due to algal blooms or seafloor geological activity, oxygen levels suddenly spiked. Oxygen means energy. High oxygen concentrations supported more complex body structures, allowing animals to grow larger and move faster. It was like pouring jet fuel into a coal-powered steam engine. Instant overdrive, evolutionary speed running wild. Second explanation: the light switch theory. This is a romantic yet bloody theory. Some scientists believe pre-Cambrian life was blind. Then one day, a trilobite underwent a genetic mutation. Its skin cells became transparent and began sensing light. Soon after, this trilobite evolved Earth's first true compound eyes. These eyes were incredibly sophisticated, composed of thousands of crystalline lenses, like high-definition cameras with built-in image stabilization. Once eyes existed, killing began. In darkness, peaceful coexistence was possible, but in the light, you could see prey, and prey could see you. Thus began a brutal arms race. To avoid being eaten, prey evolved hard shells and sharp spines. To catch prey, predators evolved bigger teeth and faster swimming speeds. Evolution didn't suddenly accelerate. Eyes forced everyone to evolve like mad or die. That's why Cambrian creatures looked like fully armed soldiers. They were fighting in a living hell. Asterisk, asterisk. But neither theory explains the core question: where did those complex genetic codes come from? Asterisk, asterisk. This leads to the third, and most theological-sounding, scientific explanation: the unlocking of Hox genes. Scientists discovered that all modern animals, whether flies or humans, share identical underlying codes controlling body development. These are called Hox genes, a universal construction toolkit. Give it the command: build wings, it builds wings. Build legs, it builds legs. Before the Cambrian explosion, this toolkit may have existed quietly for ages, but remained dormant or locked, like downloading a GSR-GB game installer, but never clicking install. Then 540 million years ago, maybe due to a viral infection or radiation exposure, this genetic lock suddenly opened. Life began wildly rearranging and combining this toolkit. One day, legs grew on heads. The next, eyes sprouted on backs. Those bizarre Cambrian monsters were nature's frantic rough drafts. Anomalocaris, hallucigenia, opabenia. They were failed experiments, random genetic combinations. Only a few structurally sound organisms survived, like flatworms, which evolved into chordates, and eventually became us. Hearing this, do you feel a chill down your spine? If genetic mutations are random, how could so many sophisticated, fully functional organs emerge in such a short time? Some astrobiologists even propose a spine-tingling hypothesis: panspermia. They suggest the Cambrian explosion's trigger might not have originated on Earth at all. Perhaps 540 million years ago, a comet carrying alien viruses or microorganisms struck Earth. This comet didn't just bring water, it delivered a genetic patch from an advanced civilization. This patch contained evolutionary codes for eyes, bones, brains. Like a virus, it quickly infected Earth's primitive soft-bodied creatures, forcibly rewriting their DNA. That's why Cambrian monsters looked so alien. Their veins truly flowed with extraterrestrial heritage. And we humans, as the ultimate product of this explosion, are essentially heirs to that interstellar experiment. Look again at Cambrian fossils, the intricate crystalline eyes of trilobites, the mechanical-looking grasping appendages of Anomalocaris. They don't look like natural evolutionary products, more like deliberately designed biological machines. Perhaps Earth really is a giant petri dish. Every few 100 million years, the observers take a new vial of reagent from their lab and drip it into the oceans, just to see what curious things evolve. The Ediacaran was one experiment, too boring, failed. The Cambrian was another, too radical, monsters ran rampant. The Age of Dinosaurs, another experiment, too violent, eventually wiped clean for a reboot. And now it's our turn. Our body's house eyes passed down from the Cambrian, spine structures finalized then. We think we're Earth's masters, but maybe we're just the latest batch in this cosmic petri dish. When you gaze at the night sky, do you ever wonder, is the one who pressed the Cambrian start button now watching us coldly through a telescope light years away? Will they be satisfied with this experiment's results? Or have they already picked up another vial, ready to press reset? After all, to beings of that dimension, erasing human civilization is no different from wiping out those trilobites 540 million years ago. Alright, that's all for today's story. Next time you eat mantis shrimp, show a little respect, because 510 million years ago, its ancestor Anomalocaris almost swallowed our ancestors whole.